Okay, so I've set up two planes here. One is at sea level, which is 23.7 meters. I presume that's meters. And the other one is at 22 meters. That's I'll call it 22 meters, which is obviously about a meter below the sea level. 22 and 23.7. Now if we go into Gaia, see what actually it does say the sea level is 24. I'll copy that just in case. Right, we'll go back into and just make sure that that's the only one that's turned on. Yeah. And that doesn't seem to have cleared. That's because I didn't use this. Right, we need to add an height mask. We've got a terrain texture, strength texture, and height mask. Use this curve to remap or cut off strength in your mask stack. Yeah, I know what that means. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's foreign language, that is. Height mask curve. This curve represents the strength development between the minimum and maximum height. Note that this curve is open-ended. The values set at minimum and maximum will be used beyond these extremes as well. Yeah, that's what nonsense. You need to have actually developed this to know what the hell they're talking about. So, what's this -4%? Well, let's get rid of the percentage and go into meters. And what is that -4? What did I say? So the C is at 24. And let's have a look at the height. Let's take that plane, duplicate that plane. I don't think we'll need it now though. There's just one particular spot, I think that's it here, that I want to make sure that gets included. Oh no, it's 65. So that's 65. Is that bit included in that? Yeah, 65. The height is 65. So I'll make that -22. And relative relative to sea level. Height mass curve. Yeah, I don't even know why I would include one of those. Why would you need that as well as this? Minimum height, maximum height. Height curve. The curve represents the strength development between the minimum and maximum height. No, this curve is open-ended. Yeah, that don't make no sense to me at all. So I think we're basically ready to try one. Here we're at world view. I'm going to take the ocean off just so I can see. And where's the ocean? There. Oh, what's happened here? Why is that a different colour? Is this from when it... Yeah, that seems to be from when it... Why is that lighter and darker? And why are these trees underwater? Alright, I remember mentioning those last time round. Has that actually flattened that terrain there? Put the sea back on. No, that's okay, that's how it was. Well, I think we can just go ahead with this and hope for the best. It's a lot of hope for the best with this gaming thing. As you can see, I triple check things where possible. Hit the world, we're in the world. Make sure that texture's off. That texture is off. Spawn the world. Alright, so it's going quite fast now because it knows it's below that level, high level. Oh, and the colour's coming back. Okay, next. It stopped there previously in the last time round. Is it because I pressed something? There's some strange things. Why has it stopped here? Has it stopped? Has it actually stopped, or is it going? Well, I'm going to pause this again to see what happens, and I'll come back when it's finished. I'm just going to let it play a bit. If anything goes wrong, I'll just stop. Cancel it. Okay, I'll catch you later. Okay, so I've stopped it. It's not doing what it should be doing, or it's not doing what it says it should be doing on the tin. Right, so this is the highest it's supposed to be. And it's spawned up here. So I'm wondering if this is 60, if the CRT is 0. I mean, because obviously that looks great. I think it's spawned another one nearby as well. Yeah, another one up top of the mountain. That looks great, that. Right, so let's duplicate this plane. So it's this mountain, this bit here. So 126. So I'm guessing that, well, I'm not sure what to guess, to be honest. So that's at 126. I said 165, didn't I? So it's basically, let's call it double. Because these numbers don't seem to be very accurate at all, unless they're very accurate and I'm not getting it, which is likely. So let's delete them. And it only really did these 3 in like 10 minutes, and it should have finished within 10 minutes. So there's something wrong here. Oh, I'll return that off. Right, so it's gone. I'll move that to replace in case, hopefully it clears these. I'll up that to 6 so it spawns a few more, because it doesn't seem to be doing many. Right, the height mask. I'm thinking that the 0 is, well, sea level. Because it went basically 65 above, basically 130. So I'm going to say How do I work this out? I'll turn the C back on for a start, just to give me a visual. So basically, if it says 65, I'm thinking it's, and it went, and I set it at 65, i.e. up here, and this is 22, and this is 65, and it put a rock at 65, which was really 120, 126 was it? I can't remember. So it's basically double. So I'm thinking that the second number needs to be I'm thinking whether it's I'm not getting it, why it's doing what it's doing. Does it mention the word relative to? This curve is open-ended. The values set at minimum and maximum will be used beyond these extremes as well. Yeah, I mean, what does that mean? I'm afraid my IQ ain't high enough to do all this crap. It should say 2 foot above and 2 foot below. That's it. 2 meters below, 2 meters above, and that's it. But you've got to work out what it's actually doing. Blend mode, does that matter? Multiply. Greater than, smaller than, add, subtract. Let's have a look at another one of these stones. What's it saying about these? Actually, let's see what it says about the sand. No mask. Terrain texture is a total difference, so it's got to be an item. That's good for this stone. As a problem with this, you've got to work out what it's actually saying. They talk as if they're speaking to developers who've got a clue of the wording, the language, and I haven't. I'm not going to put you through all this. I'm going to sit and think this out. I'm going to pause it. So I've tried again, and I set the height at -4 to 8, and it's planted some up here, look, 139 meters up. So what the fuck is going on here? I don't know. It's not doing what it says on the tin, that is for sure. I mean, how does that translate? Here's the settings I used. It's actually impossibly that it's 457. Minimum instance fitness. I changed this to, it's got to be full strength sand. So why it's spawning them on grass, that's anybody's guess. Invert, well, I suppose that's just invert the actual pattern that I choose. The strength, forget about that for now. And this is what I'm doing with the height. Blend mode, multiply. Yeah, I don't know what blend mode is. How this mask blends with the previous masks in the stack. So I wonder if it's an order thing. Or that dragging the height up to the top is going to make a difference. The strength, what's the strength one? Let's just deal with one at a time. Let's see if we can just get it to spawn on the sand at full strength. Why have we got a strength there and then we've got a strength here? That doesn't make sense. Because it needs this to be on sand. See, blender mode as well. Let's have a look what blend modes the rocks is on. The stones is on. They haven't got an height on these. They haven't got some of them haven't got a mask on at all. It's just like they're throwing them all over the place and then hoping that everything else works when it clearly doesn't. Come on, let's have a mask. Oh, right. Yeah, so they're on grass. They're invert. Blend, add. Yeah, all I can do is try. I'll try this and pause. So I've tried all sorts of things, and it's just basically spawning all over the terrain, the area that I choose. So it's not paying attention to the rules. Why that is, I don't know. I'm going to have a look at some tutorials. So I'll leave it this time and hopefully try and get it next time, and I'll add all the others next time round. Okay, thanks a lot. See you later. Bye.